Hello students, welcome to ME1403 Mechanical Engineering Practice and Graphics Lab Session. My name is Jie Bai, and I will be your TA for the Spring 2021 Spring semester. As you know, this course has two parts. One is lecture parts, held by Dr. Rao in the live session. For the lab session, I will be in charge. It will be asynchronous, which means I will upload all the video tutorials along with the lecture slides to the Blackboard. So you can watch the video tutorial anytime. And this is my office hour. Basically, every Monday and Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 4:15 p.m., we will hold a WebEx meeting or WebEx office hour in my app WebEx chat room. So you need to install the WebEx platform on your computer or on your mobile phone. You just need to click the link I posted on the Blackboard, then you can join the meeting. This is my email, jiebai999@gmail.com, so feel free to contact me if you have any issues or any questions you want to ask. I will answer your question as far as I can. So for every part or every machine in the real world begins with the design. So after we design a part in the blueprint, then we give it to the manufacturing department. After the parts has been produced, then we take it to the experimental analysis or engineering analysis. See if the parts meet the requirements. So if the performance of the produced part is kind of low, then we might research into the design. Maybe there has some improvement needed for the design. So we improve the design and then improve the blueprint to the manufacturing department again, and then this is a life cycle for parts or machine. In the old times, we used to draw the blueprint or the draft of a part in a paper, but now we do it with a computer. So CAD stands for computer-aided design, and CAM stands for computer-aided manufacturing, and CAE stands for the computer-aided engineering. So the SolidWorks software is a CAD or CAD software. And there are software for engineering analysis. For example, you may heard about the ANSYS or Abacus. You will learn the engineering analysis later in your study, maybe in your third year. Here I want to show you a video of a life of a boat, which go through CAD, CAM, CAE cycle. And SolidWorks software is a software for CAD drawing. This is a platform of SolidWorks. So you can build geometric models of these parts, and you can do the blueprint of the parts. You can also do sampling in this platform. And also you can do some quick analysis called finite element analysis, which you will study in your later years. So it is necessary to use a computer or a laptop. So you can use your own personal computer or laptop, which I am doing this way. I highly recommend to use Windows operating system, since SolidWorks does not compatible with Mac OS. So you'd better use a computer which has the Windows operating system. And we cannot use Chromebooks. So if you actually don't have a Windows computer, then if you have Mac OS, then it can be used. Or if you have a Linux system, although it can be used, but Windows will be faster and easier to use. So basically, if you have a Mac operating system, then you will have to get access to the engineering department's virtual desktop to use the SolidWorks installed on their PC. So if you don't have a Windows computer or laptop, then you'd better request a laptop from UTSA through Tech Cafe. So today I just know that right now you can request a laptop from JPL Library. And also you can email or call them. So do it as soon as possible, because from next week we will use the SolidWorks software to do our homework and do our practice. And the textbook is required for this course, especially for beginners. So SolidWorks 2018 16th edition, written by Sham Tiku. Actually, this textbook is very useful and very practical. It is very useful for your homework. It has many details you can refer. So be sure to have one. And you can buy one actually on Amazon. The Kindle version, I have seen a Kindle version for this book on Amazon. And there are also other resources you can always look for help. First, YouTube. There are many video tutorials on YouTube. You can watch them. And the GrabCAD. There are many blueprints and SolidWorks files already done by others on the GrabCAD. You can find some inspirations. Also, you can go to the official website of the SolidWorks. There are some video tutorials and some guidance you can always refer on. In order to join the WebEx meeting, you need to download the WebEx. So here's a link. If you click it, and this will direct you to the Tech Cafe website. And here, you click this link. And in this page, you can download the WebEx installation kit. And after you install the WebEx, then you just sign in with your ABC123 ID. And then you can follow the step-by-step installation instruction, and then you can join the online meeting through the WebEx. You can also install the WebEx in your smartphone. And this is my chat room, and office hour will be held in this place. So here is a screenshot which shows how the WebEx platform will be. One thing I want to mention is you need to learn how to share your screen to others, because during the office hour, maybe you have some problems. Then in order to let me know what's going on with your SolidWorks, then you need to share your screen. And also, you need to learn how to record the meeting if you want to record the meeting with me. That is doable. And we will be using Blackboard most of the time for our study. So click this link and input your credentials. After you log into your Blackboard, so click the courses on the navigation bar. So here is the list of the courses you take this semester, and this ME1403 is our lab session course. And click on that. You will see we already upload the textbook information and the welcome message. Just click on the content. Oh, you can see the installation guide. So just follow the instructions step by step. First you download the installation kit from the official website, and then during the installation you will need to use these serial numbers from University of San Antonio, University of Texas at San Antonio. So this is our license serial number. And for students who does not have Windows system on your computer, then you might need to use UTSA Engineering VDI. Click on that. Also, follow the instructions step by step. And for some of you, if you want to get a faster experience while you using the VDI, then you might want to install VMware software also. I will talk about it later. Here we already create several folders for you, and section OL1, this folder I will upload all the information, all the tutorial, all the lecture slides in this folder. So be aware to keep up with this folder. And this is a folder from another TA, and Juan, he is holding section OL3 and OL4. For the assignment, we already created 10 homeworks. So you will need to submit your assignment here. So one thing I want to mention is homework dues. The due date for the homework is every Sunday midnight. So if you miss the due date, you will get 0 grade for this homework. And after the due date or after the deadline of the homework, the link for the submission will disappear. So be aware of that. Do not miss the deadline. And for the quizzes and the exams, you will submit your quizzes and exams in this folder. And we have to do a final project. Then you will submit your final project in here. I will upload all the video tutorials along with the lecture slides to the Blackboard, which I just show you, to the folder OL1. Also, I want you to join the GroupMe chat. So you just click here. First, you need to download the GroupMe app in your phone or in your computer, and then join our group chat here. I will also share the information and all the files through the GroupMe chat. In the grading policy for the lab session, attendance account for 10%, but attendance at lab office hour is not mandatory. And grade for attendance is based on your homeworks. That means if you submit your homeworks, then you will get the grade for your attendance. And here we can see we have 2 midterm exams, one before the spring break and one after the spring break. And one final examination and one group project. For the examinations, for the lecture part examinations, we will proctor the exam, but for the lab session, we just give you the questions or the project for you to do. We will not proctor the exam. You finish your exam, then submit your answers to the Blackboard. Then you finish. No proctoring. For the lecture exam, make sure you have your device ready at the exam. And for the time schedule of our lab session, we can see for the first week, we just do some introduction and installation of the SolidWorks software. So no homework this week. And I will upload the tutorial video to the blackboard. And starting from next week, week number 2, we will have assignment. And homeworks due every Sunday midnight. And do not miss the deadline. And here I want to mention is you can request a challenge exam if you are very familiar with the SolidWorks software. That means if you are very familiar with the SolidWorks software, then you can ask the lecturer, Dr. Rao, and he will give you a set of exam. And based on your performance, then you will be given the grade for this course. That means this exam, the grade of this exam is your grade for this course. For others, you will need to continue with all the course schedules. You need to practice, you need to submit your homework, finish your group project, and finish your exam. And we have 4 quizzes and 2 midterm exams, 1 before spring break, 1 after spring break, and 1 final exam. And in this semester, we will do the group project. For the group project, you will need to form your own group. Basically, 4 to 5 members for each group, 4 minimum, and the maximum is the 5. And you will submit your group list on the blackboard on February 26th. And then you will submit your project blueprint or project draft in the week of March 1st to March 5th, week 7. And for the rest of the week, each individual in the group will submit your own part of the work to the blackboard. So each group member need to contribute to your group project. And in the week of 16, May 3rd to May 4th, you will need to submit your full package of your group project on the blackboard. Besides, in the week of 15, you will need to present your group project in front of all the class. I think it is a great opportunity for you to practice your presentation skills and communication skills. So be prepared. And for the last 2 weeks, no lab session. You just be prepared for your lecture exam. SolidWorks installation. For those of you who do not have a computer, please contact JPL Library. As soon as possible to get a laptop. And then if you're a Windows user, just install the SolidWorks 2020 by yourself from just to follow the instructions step by step. And if you're a Mac user, then you need to use the VDI, UTSA VDI. The instruction already provided in the Blackboard. So I will show you how to do that step by step. So first, just click this link. Then log in with your credential. Sorry. After you log in, you see here is Engineering VDI. Click on that. Here are two options you can use. One is to use VMware Horizon software to go to the Engineering VDI. And the other is just using your web browser. So I'm going to use the Chrome browser. It is a little bit slow. So we have to wait for a second. Now we're on the College of Engineering desktop. So we just click on the SolidWorks 2020. See if it works. Select part. sketch. Yeah, it works. But one thing I want to mention is if you are using VDI Engineering Department virtual desktop, before you log out, before you exit, you must back up your sketch, because everything will disappear, will be eliminated once you log out. So be sure to save your files before you log out. My expectations for this course: first, enjoy, and second, learn from all of the resources, not just from the class. You have a lot of ways to learn, and then ask questions anytime. You can ask me, ask your lab mates, and communicate. It is very important, especially when you're doing your group project. Make sure you have communications in between each other, so make your work efficient. And you have to practice a lot. You can see from the syllabus that this course is time demanded. So you have to practice after class. And then you can teach each other once you master your skills. You can also get your certification, take the certification exam once you finish this course, or if you want to take it anytime. It seems like our university, you can do it. You can take it in UTSA. You can ask Dr. Rao for the certification exam information. And last, submission rules. Homeworks are due Sundays, midnight. Any submissions after deadline will not be accepted and will receive a grade of 0. And submit everything to the Blackboard, including your screenshot PDF file and your SolidWorks file. So it will have a file extension with SLDPRT. So basically like this. For this screenshot, you will need to paste it in Word file and then save it as PDF. You will also need to upload your SolidWorks file. And copy assignments are prohibited. If you do so, you and the individual you copied from will receive a grade of 0. And there's a naming convention for your submission files. For example, here, if you're section 1, then just name your file L1 ME1403 homework 1. That's it. Thank you very much. And that's it for this week. Remember, this week you need to install SolidWorks on your computer or learn how to use UTSA VDI. And next week we will be having our first homework. We will be continue from there. And thank you very much, and see you next week.